Yo, what's good? It's Knowledge Born. We on the Knowledge Born the Truth show. On this episode today, we're gonna be talking about my book, Divide and Conquer. This builds on the Willie Lynch syndrome, which builds on the Willie Lynch letter. For y'all that don't know about the Willie Lynch letter, let me give you a little synopsis. The Willie Lynch letter was a letter about a slave owner that was called in from the West Indies to teach other slave owners how to break their slaves. So Willie Lynch came and he taught other slave owners how to make generational slave mentalities. He divided, the Africans amongst, color, skin complexion, hair texture, languages, plantations. Like he whatever division he could bring about within that community, he brought about and he implemented in the mind. So he trained the first generation of this. And once you train a person, they can only think above that. They can't think nothing above their level. So like if I'm teaching you to hate somebody from the south side of Chicago because you live on the north side of Chicago, now I just brought about a division that you really don't even know why you don't like this person from the south side of Chicago. And so that's what Willie Lynch taught, is always be divided, always be suspicious of each other, always be envious of one another. And for a lot of people, they don't realize, like, divide and conquer is still around today. Like, and the Willie Lynch letter was wrote in the 1700s. It's 2023, and that's still around today. And the reason I put it as red and blue, because the gang organizations are some of the biggest Willie Lynch Willie Lynch examples of syndromes that there is, because you have people killing each other from the coast of California to New York City to Florida to Texas. They're killing each other because one may be a GD and one may be a Vice Lord or a Blackstone or a Four Corner Hustler or a Latin King or Spanish Cobra. Like, they're killing each other over titles and colors. So, like, if you familiarize yourself with the Willie Lynch letter, it'll hit you like, damn, this dude taught generational slavery. Because how can I hate you because I live on 64th and you live on 63rd? Or I live on 112th and you live on 111th down the hill. Now I hate you because you live across Michigan Avenue, or you live in Argyle Gardens and I live in Eden Green. And it's like, I can't stand your guts because you from this area. You may have been born in this area, this is where you grew up at, but because you from this area, I hate your guts. That is the Willie Lynch syndrome. Or you want to kill me because I wear yellow and you wear red. Or, these type of stupid ideologies that we came up over the years. And the gang culture is one of the biggest things. But we also have other fucked up separatist ways in the black community. As a light-skinned male, I done mean, oh man, you light-skinned, man, you're not 100% us. Or you see black dark-skinned males that be like, oh man, you dark-skinned, you light-skinned. And we got this separatist thing instead of saying, oh man, we all black, Because, like, name me a race where all the colors are the same. Even in the white race, you have pale whites, you have medium tone whites, you have darker skinned whites, you have, all between. Even in the Asian race, you have dark Asians, you have light Asians. Even in the Latinos, you have light Latinos and you have dark, but they're all under one thing. And that's the Willie Lynch syndrome that we didn't grew up with, where, dark-skinned people don't like light-skinned people, and light-skinned people don't like dark-skinned people. And that's a fucked up ideology, because that keeps us divided. That keeps us not seeing each other as brothers and sisters, because we have this fucked up ideology of, oh, they different because, oh, they hair might be a little kinkier than mine, or their hair might be a little straighter than mine, or their nose is not as big as mine, or their nose is too small, their lips too small, so they not one of us. And that's the stupidest shit ever that's been implanted by white people in the black community. And it's like, when are we gonna wake up? So like in my book, like I talk on illuminating social engineering within the Black race. So for y'all that don't know what social engineering is something that's done unconsciously under the subconscious threshold to a race. And a lot of stuff has been done to the Black race on social engineering. You know, the social engineering got us thinking that we gangsters, thinking that we need to kill each other, that we need to be the hardest, and when you walk past another person, you got to mug them to make sure they did. You know, that's social engineering. Social engineering got us thinking that, unless we got Gucci on our feet and Ruchis on our car, that we are nobody. That's social engineering. And social engineering has been done by clothing companies, music companies, movie productions, to get our race to believe that we are this or that. You know, we gangsters, we hoes, we, you know, our females gotta have big old booties and this and that. That's social engineering, because they put people out there to touch on these issues like Cardi B and Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Like, look at the list of the people I'm naming. And on the male side, we got the Pooh Shiesties and the Moneybag Yos and the Yo Gottis and the, you know, these people that only promote get money, wear big jewelry, ride big rims or big expensive cars, dress in designer, and that's it. You don't see none of these rappers say, hey man, go educate yourself. Hey, go invest in the stock market. Hey, build on knowledge yourself. Figure out who you are and the foundation that you stand on. You don't hear none of them talk about that, because it was all made around of social engineering. Our social engineering was to create that, to keep us deaf, dumb, and blind in every situation that we in. Do not use common sense. Do not be people that comprehends well, and do not be a people that try to elevate to higher levels. So now we stuck in this fucked up cycle of the Willie Lynch syndrome, social engineering to never rise above that we are purposeful, that we are powerful, that we are important, that we have a purpose, you know. And so in my book, I touch on a lot of these subjects about Willie Lynch. Like, you know, in chapter 5, I talk about the attack on the Black race, you know, the new slave programming, and the knowledge that we're getting. We're not getting beneficial knowledge that raises us to a level of elevation where we rise above the ghetto or, you know, poor thinking, because we have a lot of poor thinking in our situation. And I even have a chapter, like in chapter 1, we talk about the creation of the ghetto. None of the ghettos was by accident. Like, all of this was done by people who said, man, we're going to break these people's spirits. We're going to break these people's mentality. We're going to break these people's ability to stand on their own. So everything that they do, we gonna have a part in it. And so every year, the white race makes trillions of dollars off of us through clothing, through cars, through liquor, through incarceration, through all of the above. Medical health care, because our health is so fucked up because of the way we eat, through these bogus groceries we buy in the ghetto. Like, we're the scapegoat to make other races super rich. You know, it breaks down in a sense. We've been getting pimped for so long that we don't even realize we're being pimped. They push us drugs, they push us guns, they push us all this stuff in our neighborhood, and we pick it up, sell it. Oh, get caught. Now you worth $40,000 a year in the penitentiary, and they just making a boatload off of you. You get out, you got 20 years of parole, so now you still getting pimped out, you still getting a boatload made off of you. You know what I'm saying? For the Department of Corrections, we have become the main source of job security. And it all stems back to the Willie Lynch letter. How we've been trained. We've been trained to be fucked up in the way we think. We've been trained to think that, oh man, this GD over here is an op, or this vice lord over here is an op, or this four corner hustler over here is an op, or this BD over here is an op. Like, that's fucked up thinking, man. You have to be real with yourself. How is a brother that's in the same struggle of you, a op? You live on 79th, he live on 78th, and he's an op. But the government come through here and pimp everybody in his neighborhood. The police come through here and take away anybody they feel like taking away. But the dude off 78th is the op. Ain't the people that's striving to destroy you and your community the op? Like, think about that. Like, really, really, really ponder on that. And then you got these foolish females out here fighting each other and jealous because this girl got this and, you know, she messed with dude, and like, those are the ops, huh? But you don't talk about the clothing company that is playing the hell out you, that you got you buying, you know, $4,000 purses and all this other stupid shit. Ain't those the ops? Because they playing. But just check it out. Check out my book, Divide and Conquer. It's on Amazon, Knowledge Born. Get you a copy, read it. Let me know what you think about it. And let me know what you think about this discussion, because we losing out here, man. We losing every day. Kids getting shot every day. People losing their lives every day. People losing their lives to the penitentiary by bad choices that they making. Like, we going downhill so fast, and it's sad. And just let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And let's start this discussion. And just let's start being builders, man. With that, I close. I'm Knowledge Born. This is the Knowledge Born, the Truth Show. With that much peace.